morning, Gemini. How are we today? I am doing something a little different this January to kick off 2018 because I found some really cool astrology inspired spreads, and I figured that it could shed some insight on some really personal things besides Celtic Cross for some of us. And Gemini, you guys are up. First, I have to say, while I was meditating on your energy before turning on the camera, two cards jumped out together, and it's the Eight of Wands and the Four of Swords. And that to me says some of you out there may need to take a real time of rest and recuperation before making a move, either in the workplace or physically a movement to another location. Because you want to rest and be rested and make sure this is the right move for you, okay? This is a 6-card spread. The first card is a card that best describes me at the moment, a way I typically miscommunicate with others, Gemini, how to deepen my connection with others. 4 is how I can better understand my own direction in life. 5 is an energy I can channel to to improve self-confidence. And 6 is a new project or a hobby that I should try. So without further ado, Gemini, this is your 2018 reading, and I hope it's boss just like everybody else thinks it's going to be. Please give me a card that can best describe most Geminis right now. Okay. The Ace of Swords. You guys are moving into this new year, and I feel like some of you have either found something out, or you are going to be telling people your truth. You are going to be either the wielder of this Ace of Swords, or you're going to be the receiver. Gemini, swords are your element, so some of you might have some truths that you really need to get off your chest to tell some people this January and February to be able to move forward in your life. But some of you might be finding out some truths, and that will be an easier way for you to be like, I'm cutting the fuck out and move on with your lives Also, it could be you're telling someone truths about how you feel about them, and it could really bring some good energy into your life, okay? Gemini, the next position is how do you commonly miscommunicate with others, okay? Give me one card on how Gemini commonly miscommunicates with others. Okay. Interesting. This is a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio man. We might clarify that. You miscommunicate with others, though, because while the Father of Cups in this deck is a very he's the most feminine of the fathers, and he's a very good feeling man. He has vast and deep insecurities that affect his personality in many ways. Why is this Father of Cups here about improving? Maybe some of you Geminis are involved with the water sign man. Okay. Okay. A way, and I think I asked the question wrong. This is a way that you typically miscommunicate with others. This is the way that you guys typically miscommunicate with others. It's scattered thought and lack of focus. I believe that some of you get nervous when it's time to pay the piper, if you will, when it's time to face a serious conversation, because you Geminis tend to be so lighthearted and witty that when it comes to conversations like this, you might be unheard and miscommunicated because you're trying to throw jokes in the middle to lighten the mood, if you will, okay? How can you deepen your connection with others, Gemini? How can Gemini deepen their connection with others? The Star card. You can be more hopeful, you can be more peaceful, you can be more serene. You can be less of the talker and more of the listener, Gemini. You guys really could benefit from taking this Aquarian vibe and this star vibe when you're trying to deepen your connections with other people. And the star vibe is all about going through an emotional vulnerability, but waking up to the fact that you are recovering and things are renewing in your life. Balance, the Sagittarius card. That you could better deepen your connections with people by kind of harnessing the star energy and being a beacon of hope for people, and somewhere to go.
Thank you, Britt.
Hi, Gemini. So basically the best way you can deepen your connection with other people is kind of harness this Aquarian star card energy and be a source of spirituality for people. Be a source of hope. Be a source of renewal for those around you. Be a source of healing. You guys, the twins, you tend to deflect a lot of things with humor a lot, which is great. I love it. But when it's asking you how to deepen your connection with someone, they don't always need a joke. They might need, yes, sometimes they do. But I feel like some of you could maybe buckle down, and if people are asking or reaching out for help from you, maybe you could just kind of look at things from their perspective and just be a beacon of positivity for them. Be a star in someone's sky. This is how you will make better connections with people, okay? The fourth position is how will you better understand your direction in life? Okay, this is a biggie. Gemini. Please give me a card on how Gemini can better understand their direction in life. Okay. How can Gemini better understand their direction in life? Okay. This is how you're gonna better. You need Gemini to ask people for help sometimes. Okay, the Three of Pentacles. This is about recognized success, but it's also about recognized teamwork and achieved success via teamwork. A better way to understand your direction in life is to know that you don't need to go it alone, Gemini, okay? And that there are people that are there to help you. You just need to speak up sometimes because they are so caught up in their own shit. They might not realize that, Gemini, that you might be reaching out for help, okay? In your unconventional, quirky Gemini way. So to better understand your direction in life is to know that when you have these monumentous tasks like this mountain to tackle, that you do need people and you can't take on this mountain by yourself, okay? And the Three of Pentacles suggests that you have yourself and at least 2 other people at your support, and it's an okay time to rely on other people. It's an okay time to ask for help when you need it, Gemini, really. The 5th position is the energy you need to channel to improve your self-confidence. And 6 is a new project that maybe you should try to start this year. Start or tackle this year. So what does Gemini, there you are, Gemini, with strength. Maybe that'll come. What kind of energy do you need to harness to improve your self-confidence? Give me one card, please, on what Gemini needs to improve their self-confidence. The Daughter of Cups. This is interesting. This is a young lady. She's of water. She is of water element, obviously. I will call for one clarifier on her. But she is a free spirit. She is a gentle spirit. She's, okay, so you know what? Maybe you do need to channel this type of energy. Even no matter what your age, this is what the Daughter of Cups is. She's creative and emotional. Creative energy abounds from the Daughter of Cups. She's a romantic, artistic, and easily inspired by her surroundings. A true dreamer by nature, she struggles to stay grounded or deal with the harsh realities that come her way. Conflict of any kind can be very disturbing to this gentle creature. So maybe you could take the first half of that, okay, Gemini, and look for more of the beauty in the world. Look for more of what's going on to, what's down here? What inspires you? What makes you feel romantic? What makes you feel happy, Gemini? What makes you feel artistic and inspired? That is something I think that an energy that you definitely could harness to improve your self-confidence. And the last card is, what is a new hobby or project that you may want to take on? Okay. Interesting. Okay. Quite literally, this is the Eight of Pentacles, and I'm going to read the description to you because that's too ironic. It is literally the card of honing your craft, of finding a new skill and mastering it, okay? So Gemini, this is a new project maybe you should take on, the Eight of Pentacles, okay? And the keywords are craftsmanship and skill. The spider is a true master of her craft. She weaves against all odds with skill, intricacy, and confidence. The Eight of Pentacles requires a similar approach. Hone your crafts. You're close to finding mastery at your craft, so strive for it. Pay attention to all the details. In some cases, this card means you may need to find a new hobby, something you truly enjoy. Start a project and become good at it. The last position was, what is a new project that you should start at the beginning of this year? Well, Gemini, see the world is your oyster, and it's just reiterating that I think only you know. I'm not going to be able to tell you what kind of new project that you should start or begin. But if you're a writer, start being an artist. If you're an artist, take a couple pictures, be a photographer. Last message that popped out is, just trust yourself. Take this Hermit energy, and some of you who maybe in the past have not felt so good about your journey, go inside and take a spiritual inventory and see where you're at the beginning of this year. Because besides the how you miscommunicate with others as the Five of Wands, with the lack of thought and scattered focus, everything else looks all good. Everything else looks like you guys are gonna be owning your truth and who you are. You're going to be a source of positivity and light for people. You will start asking others for help, which is very hard for all of us to do. And you will start honing your own crafts and maybe coming up with something new and different. This year, I would also like to try to pull an oracle card every month for somebody. I got this new Angel Dreams Oracle deck. And Gemini, let's take a peek maybe into January and see something that you either need to focus on, something that Spirit's trying to tell you. What is something that Spirit is trying to tell Gemini? What is something they need to take a better look at? Or some good advice for January, for Gemini to go into January with. Awesome. And you guys pulled the true communicators of the Zodiac. What the hell am I telling you? You guys pulled the card blue. This is about communication and inner truth. But while you're communicating, don't communicate as please don't take offense. Don't communicate as the entertainer, as the Gemini sometimes will. Communicate your truth. Communicate from your throat chakra and your heart space, not just to entertain people. You guys aren't always on. You know what I mean? You don't always have to be the entertainer, Gemini, okay? So blue from this book, I just got it, so pardon me. These are such beautiful cards, by the way. Hope you can see a little better during the day. Blue is communication and inner truth. This card asks you to empower yourself by seeking your inner truth, emotional calmness, and creative expression. You need to communicate who you are. It is time to accept your and others' originality and uniqueness, and don't worry about how people might view you. This is where this Ace of Swords is going to come in. I feel like you're going to come in and be like, look, bitches, this is who I am, and if you don't like it, you can kick rocks. If you're going to stick with me, you're going to stick with me. If you're not, you're not. But this is who I am, and I'm finally going to start living my truth, and I encourage you to live yours too. A clue that your third chakra is in balance, or your throat chakra is in balance, is feeling compelled to prove that your views are always right. Another clue that it is your inability to share your thoughts and opinions and harboring thoughts of inadequacy. Blue is the color of the throat chakra representing communication. Blue merges your individual consciousness with the universal consciousness. It ups the ante on creativity. Discover your own authentic voice and speak your truth. Challenge your views. Look at the beauty in the world and the religions and philosophies. What the hell else just said that? Look at, the Daughter of Cups energy that you should harness to up your self-confidence. Look around you. Beauty is all around you. It's just in the eye of the beholder, really. So Gemini, lastly, this exposure will provide you with keen insights and help you stay open on the many pathways of life. Your creativity will expand 100-fold. Other additional meanings are it's time to vocalize your thoughts, concerns, or intentions. Release stress and strengthen your voice by surrounding yourself with the color blue. Recall which images were blue in your dream, as this will be a clue to areas in your life that need emotional expression and calming influences. And finally, blue represents a connection with our planets, with other planets or star systems. So, Gemini, basically, it's time to start speaking your truth and showing people who you are and not who you think they fucking want you to be, okay? Not a lot of Geminis really will compromise themselves for anyone anyway, but, maybe the last couple years has gotten you feeling down like the rest of us. So Gemini, it's time to step back out and show everyone what the fuck you're made of. You know what I mean? I hope that reading resonated with some of y'all Geminis this morning. We'll be back with Cancer in a little bit. As always, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, and have a great day. I love y'all, Gemini. Namaste.